Hello friends, it's another Saturday and we've completed our errands and we're back home to spend a leisurely afternoon and enjoy a late lunch. This video is for those of you who love to use your pressure cooker, love lamb, love spices, and need a set it and forget it type of meal. If this looks appetizing to you and you would love to learn how to make it, let's start cooking! Here I have about 3.48 pounds of lamb. It's $6.99 a pound. Total cost $24.33. But we probably won't use all of this because it won't fit. I've finally taken the Instant Pot out of the cupboard, and today's the day we'll be using it. I'm going to weigh the lamb. Use about 2 to 3 pounds. So that's 2.5 pounds. We'll start with that. Lamb into pieces. You cut it as large or as small as you like. Into cubes. You can keep the bones, it will add flavor. I'll repeat with the remaining lamb. Just cut out any excess fat, you don't want it to be too oily. And discard. I'm going to add 3 cups of basmati rice to this bowl, and I'll soak it for about 20 minutes. You'll rinse it at the end, but right now I'm just going to soak it. And we'll allow it to soak for 10 minutes to remove any freshness, remove any seeds. You'll rub it individually to remove any slime. Rinse a couple of times and allow it to drain. I'll add some olive oil to the bottom of the pot. I'll put on the saute feature. I'm going to slice the onion. Okay, I'll add the onion in. Just cook it a little. If you do have the time, you can allow it to get golden brown. We're trying to make a very quick lamb pilaf, or lamb biryani. This is not a traditional biryani. It's cooking, get all your spices together and seasonings. Black cardamom, turmeric, green cardamom, curry leaves or bay leaf if you have. I don't have any bay leaf. This is whole grain jeera, peppercorns, saute it just a little. I'll also chop a bell pepper. You can use green, red. We're making up this as we go along. We're not working from a recipe. There's a recipe in my head. I've made it a couple of times before, but I never wrote down the recipe. So today's the day. I will write it down if this turns out good. I'll also add a few sprigs of thyme. I don't usually add thyme, but I have a little cough from my recent illness, and this will really help. 2 plum tomatoes, roughly chopped. So the onions have browned. It gave us some time to do some prep work. Now I'll add the spices in. 2 tablespoons whole grain jeera, a tablespoon of mixed peppercorns, a few curry leaves, a teaspoon of cloves, 3 black cardamoms, tablespoon of green cardamom, a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Give it a stir. It's very aromatic and it's also beginning to stick. So we have to work quickly. Smells really good. Give it a stir, mix well to combine. Put all the way to the bottom. Now I'll add green seasoning. 2 tablespoons of green seasoning. We don't want the green seasoning to overpower the other seasonings or the lamb. I'll add 2 tablespoons of garlic because garlic is life. Now I'll add in the tomato, the thyme, the bell pepper, and chopped ginger, about a tablespoon. It's getting really full in there. Hopefully we'll have space for the rice. We need to add salt. Let me get the salt. I'll add a tablespoon Himalayan salt. I think about 4 teaspoons Himalayan salt, because you need to add enough salt for the rice as well. Stir. If you want it a little brighter, you can add a little more of the turmeric. I'm adding a little more turmeric. Adding a tablespoon of chopped bandania, or ground bandania. You can also add cilantro if you have. Probably look in the fridge and add it later on. I'll add about a cup of water, maybe 2 cups, because we want to create a nice stock. We'll set it for about 25 minutes and we can always add time if needed. It's been done for about 18 minutes. We're just watching Indian matchmaking on TV. Got carried away, so now we'll continue with the recipe. I'll wash the rice and rinse it until the water runs clear. So let's check on the lamb. Oh, it looks fall apart tender. It's very tender. Let me just show you the tenderness. See, it's breaking up with the fork. It's so tender, delicious. I want to taste it. Yummy. I'm going to remove some of the excess oil in here. Not all of it, because that's a lot of flavor there. But if you're terrified of fat, you can remove as much as you like. Alright, give it a stir. Smells absolutely amazing. I'm going to get the cilantro ready. I'm going to chop some cilantro. Roughly chopped. It's going to add another extra layer of flavor. This is half a bunch. I'm going to add the cilantro in. Stir. I'm going to add in the rice. I put on the saute feature. That's about 2 cups of rice. I know I washed 3 cups, but now is a good time to gauge whether it's going to be enough. if the ratio is going to be right. You could use 2.5 cups of rice in this. We still have to keep room for the rice to expand. Alright, I'm going to taste it to make sure the salt level is good. I'm going to add a little more salt. That's 2 teaspoons. Add according to your liking. Taste again. Absolutely perfect. Now I'm going to place the cover back on. Clear rice. About 12 minutes, and we'll see how it turns out. The timer has gone off. I would usually let it sit for maybe 15 more minutes, but my husband is hungry, so we need to open it. So we shall release the air. Doesn't seem to have any thing. So now we'll open it. And here is the finished product. Smells absolutely delicious. It could continue to cook to allow a little more of that liquid to evaporate. I'm going to place the cover back on and allow it to steam 10 more minutes so that the rice will get a little fluffier, and then I'll remove it. While the rice is finishing up, I made a raita. I have about half a tub of the yogurt, and that was a 2-pound tub, so it's about a pound. I would say about 2 cups of yogurt, a half bunch of cilantro, a half red onion, 1 plum tomato, half an English cucumber, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and 1 teaspoon of salt. The challenge will be mixing, so I'm going to place it in a larger bowl. I'm holding the camera in one hand and I'm mixing with the other, so excuse the bad quality here. Just taste it and add anything else that you wish, more salt, black pepper, cumin, hot pepper. You get very creative with raita. Now let's check on the rice. So it's been 18 minutes. And here it is. I'm gonna start serving it. Absolutely delicious. Look at all that flavor in there. Doesn't get any better than this. Has a lovely color, lovely aroma, enough salt. The lamb is tender. Good ratio of rice to lamb. Look at that, just enough lamb everywhere. And that's all there is to it, my sweet friends. Now you know another one of my secret family recipes. Today I taught you how to make a fabulous and impressive dish with minimum effort. If you learned something new or loved being in the kitchen with me, please like, share, leave a lovely comment below, and subscribe for more. Till next time, stay safe, be well, cook, share, and love. Bye bye.